Today's video is nagising ho tayo ng maaga kaya hindi ko na pinalagpas. Pinalipad na ho natin yung ating laruan para makakuha ho tayo ng aerial view with area shots nitong napakagandang syudad ng Tacloban City ng probinsya ng Samar. Kasi sobrang ganda ng view nila gawa nung ano pa siya, no? Like maliwanag, maaliwalas pa, hindi pa siya mahulimlim. Kumbaga sunrise and tsaka ang ganda ng itsura ng kanilang bulubundukin, ng dagat at yung kanilang syudad mismo. Kibali itong Catbalogan City, kung nakikita ho niyo, tapapansin ho ninyo sa ating video, medyo ano siya, no, concentrated siya, siksikan in one place, no, ang kanilang urbanization na baga wala pa silang expansion, wala pa silang tinatawag na uptown, meron lang sila downtown dito as far as I see, no, sa observation ko lang naman. So let me know ito comment box mga taga Tacloban, taga Catbalogan, kung meron na ba kayong ibang lugar na dinedevelop away from downtown area ng Catbalogan, di ba? So kasi may mga lugar naman na may mga syudad naman sa Pilipinas kasi na merong tinatawag na downtown, merong tinatawag na uptown. For example, meron tayong sa Davao City, for example, meron kaming dito, downtown area sa Davao City, which is doon talaga concentrated, doon talaga nagsisimula, no, yung urbanization, doon talaga nagsimula ang pinaka maraming establishments and all these establishments in the commercial area in business districts. Example, Toril District, Buhangin District, Kalinan, Mintal, Tugbok, and Marilog. So yung mga lugar na yon, may mga township din yung, ibig ko sabihin din, no, parang commercialized din yung lugar na yon, may mga shopping malls, may mga eskwelahan, hospital, yun, no. So sa Catbalogan City, let me know in the comment box, no, mga taga Tacloban, kung meron ba Catbalogan. Sorry kung medyo ako nalilito talaga at nagkakaanda pilipit itong dilaho natin kasi Tacloban, Catbalogan, Calbayog halos magkakatunog, hindi ba? Tacloban, Catbalogan, Calbayog. So yung tatlong na yan, lugar niyan medyo nagkamikos-mekos, no, paminsan-minsan. Well, hindi lang paminsan-minsan, madalas nga pala talaga. So yan lang, bali downtown area. Meron bang uptown or another location sa Catbalogan City na nagde-develop ng commercial? O ano pa, gagawa tayo example. Tacloban City, for example, meron silang downtown area. Ewan ko lang kung tinatawag ba ng mga taga Tacloban as downtown area, yung merong public market. Kasi di ba merong kanya-kanya tayong tawag sa mga lugar natin sa ating mga respective places. For example nga, Davao City, kapag ikay taga Toril, Kalinan, Tugbok, Marilog, kapag kapupunta ng Davao City, ang tawag ho nun is downtown. Mga taga CDO, for example, no, meron silang downtown, meron din silang uptown. Sa Cebu naman, Cebu City, meron silang wala man sila talagang official na tinatawag na uptown and downtown area, pero yung Colon area nila, yung pinaka-old street, or yung sa may Fort San Pedro, basta yung may city hall ho nila, tinatawag nila yung downtown, or yun yung parang kinukonsider ng mga taga Cebuano, mga taga Cebu City as downtown area. And yung uptown area naman nila is yung parang IT park, tama ba? And tsaka yung Ayala. So sa Catbalogan, meron ba kayo nun na yung parang downtown and ibang lugar na dinidevelop, nilalagyan ng mga commercial spaces? Okay, so yan lang, bali nakita nyo tong dito, lugar nila napakaganda, di ba? Kasi nga sunrise, early morning, pagkatapos sa nagkape, talagang ini-enjoy ho natin yung napaka perfect scenery ng kanilang lugar. Like meron silang gulpo, meron silang dagat na napakaganda, na merong background na bulubundukin from afar. Tapos meron naman silang downtown area, mga establishments, commercials, na meron din silang naging background as bulubundukin naman, highlands, lowland, tapos yun dagat, di ba? Ang ganda lang. Okay, basahin natin yung yung Wikipedia or yung description about kay Catbalogan City. And shout out pala natin si Umay 696, no. Marami siyang mga correction na ginagawa sa ating mga statement, no. Pero syempre hindi ko naman talaga claim na ako nag-aral tungkol sa mga bagay-bagay sa isang lugar. Kumbaga parang lang, anything under the sun pwede kong sabihin. I mean, ang ganda lang na magliliwaliw, maglalagalag ng walang masyadong dalang kaalaman, no. Although andyan naman ang Wikipedia, no. So meron naman tayong talaga specific na video na pwede nating ibabase lang din sa Wikipedia. Yun nga lang, hindi talaga lahat ng mababasa natin sa Wikipedia is accurate, no? Kasi nga may iba outdated and updated. Okay, so let's go to Google Chrome. Wikipedia. Catbalogan City, officially the city of Catbalogan is a component city and capital city of the province of Samar, Philippines, according to 2020 census. So tagal na ha, it's 5 years ago. It has a population of 106,440 people. So siguro after 5 years nadadagdagan na ng mga tao, so baka nasa mga 110 to 120,000 population na meron itong City of Catbalogan or Catbalogan City. And tingnan pa natin, so syempre no, matatagpuan yung halang bansa, country, Philippines, region 8 no, Eastern Visayas, so province of Samar, 2nd district. October 1596 naman sila founded. So ibig sabihin luma ha. Yan, isa yan sa palatandaan natin. Ibig sabihin isa siya sa mga lumang mga syudad or mga municipality or mga town dito sa Pilipinas. So sabihin natin ano ba yung mga nababasa ko sa Wikipedia na 1500s founded no. So it's Iligan City. It's tama ba Iligan City? Di ako sure sa Iligan City pala no. So I think nasa 1560 or 1650 itong si Iligan City. Pero syempre sure na tayo sa Iloilo City, sure na tayo sa Cebu City, sure na tayo sa Oton no, Municipality of Oton ng Iloilo Province, at kung ano-ano pang mga municipality in city dito sa Pilipinas na luma no, founded ng napakatagal na, like 1500s pa talaga. So Davao City founded noong 1800s. Tama ba? Okay, so let's go to cityhood. Okay, so 2007 sila naging syudad, tapos nawalan sila ng cityhood noong 2008 and 2010. Di ba? So ibig sabihin ayun no, affirmed cityhood. So February 15 2011. So talagang naaprobahan na ulit sila no, na city talaga sila, napatunayan no, 2011. And yung mayor nila ngayon ay si Dexter Oy, and Cuefredo Oy naman ang kanilang vice mayor. Magkapatid ba sila? Or mag-ama? Okay. Kasi hindi sila parehas ng middle initial. Okay, ang kanilang representative ay si Reynolds Michael Tan. Si Reynolds Michael Tan is pumirma ba siya sa impeachment ni Sara? Pero I think so, kasi out of 300 plus congressmen lang naman no, almost 90% basta no, nasa hindi yata umabot ng 100 ka congressmen ang hindi pumirma. So mostly pumirma talaga sa impeachment ni Sara Duterte. Anyway, ang city council nila is si Beethoven. Okay, ganda ng pangalan no, Beethoven Bermejo. Okay, so area, okay, total of population total area nila is meron silang 274.22 kilometer squared. Tingnan natin kung gaano ito kalaki into hectares no. Pasensya na talaga pag sinabing hectares, doon lang ako talaga expert kasi lumaki ako sa lupain na nasa 7.5 hectares no, na lupa na farm. So ibig sabihin lumaki ako sa farm with 7 point something hectares. So ibig sabihin noon alam ko, kabisado ko no, alam ko kung paano i-estimate yung lawak at laki nitong hektaryang lupa. Okay, so 274. Okay, translate natin 274 km squared to hectare. Okay, so meron silang 27,400 hectares. So ibig sabihin maliit lang. So tingnan natin si Iloilo City. Iloilo City km squared. So Iloilo City, kasi bakit Iloilo City yung ginamit kong preference, kasi ang Iloilo City is maliit lang din siya na land area, at nakita ko halos kabuuang Iloilo City. 'Di ba? Kasi nakapagpalipad na nga tayo ng drone aerial shots, tsaka makukuha siya no sa isang liparan na ng drone. So maaari mo nang matatanaw mo na talaga yung kahabaan, kalakihan or lawak ni Iloilo City. So ang tingnan natin yung yung kanyang area. So 78. Okay, 78 km squared to hectares. Okay, so 7,800. Okay, so ibig sabihin 27, i-divide natin yung 27 to 7,000 or 8,000 na lang, no? Sige, i-run up natin 28,000 square meter, or I mean hectares, no? I-divide natin siya into 8,000 hectares. Okay, so ibig sabihin na ang lawak ni Catbalogan City is ano siya, i-divide natin siya into 3 para maging Iloilo City, or pwede na rin natin sabihin na Iloilo times 3 equals Catbalogan City. Land area ho yung pinag-usapan ho natin, ha. Okay, so we're done sa ano na, sa land area ni Catbalogan City. Ngayon, tingnan natin yung kanyang ano, poverty incidence, economy, no. Pero elevation ho muna tayo. So meron silang 305 feet or 93 meters na elevation. Oh, okay. So yun palang mga nakikita nating kabundukan dito sa video na to, sa drone shots natin. So yan na pala yung pinakabundok ho nila, no. Okay. So ulitin natin ha, ang lawak at lapad ni Catbalogan City is ano siya, Iloilo times 3 equals Catbalogan City. Yun. Tapos ang kanilang highest elevation is yun na, ano lang, 93 meter. So ilang ano ba yan? Parang ano siya? Ilang meter ba yung ano natin? Vivaldi Residences sa Davao City, no? Para sa mga taga Davao naman. Vivaldi Residences. Okay, Vivaldi Residences Davao. Asan ka na? Tingnan natin. Alright, bakit wala? High speed elevator, small room, commercial spaces, car ramp, signaling, okay. 24-hour building, puro man to amenities ang ano, sinabi ni Vivaldi Residences, no? Okay. Search natin. How tall Vivaldi Residences in Davao City. Wala nakalagay. Okay. 121 meter. Okay, so ibig sabihin mas mataas pa, no, itong si Vivaldi Residences kumpara sa pinakamataas na bundok ni Catbalogan City. Yun. So balik tayo kay ano, Catbalogan City. So yun na nga, bali 93 meters lang siya. 121 meters naman ang ating pinakamataas na gusali sa Mindanao, located in Davao City. That's Vivaldi Residences. And highest oh my goodness. Hindi pala. Okay, sorry. Cut na lang tayo doon. Elevation lang pala. Wait lang. What do you mean by elevation? Tangina. Bubo ko doon, nagbabasa lang. Hindi pa ano, no, matuko yung pinaka ano. Elevation siguro parang ano lang siya, parang yung kanyang pinaka middle or pinaka moderate or average, I don't know. So kanya palang highest elevation is 1,331 pala. Okay, so pasensya na ha, pasensya na, dami kong sinabi doon, mali-mali naman. So 1,331. So ngayon kung i-divide natin siya into 121, okay, so ulitin natin. 1331 na lang, 1331. Okay, divided by 121. Okay, so yung 1331 or itong 1,331 na meter na pinaka highest elevation ng Catbalogan City is 8 times, wait lang ha, paano ba to? Itong 1,331 is ito ho yung pinakamataas, pinaka highest elevation ng Catbalogan City. So in short say, ito yung pinakamataas na bundok nila sa kanilang sa kanilang lugar, no, sa kanilang ano, pinaka geographical situated, no, sa location ni City of Catbalogan, belong, no, sa kanyang ano, vicinity. And meron naman tayo sa Davao City na Vivaldi Residences na ang kanyang meter long ay meter height is 121. So ibig sabihin, dinivide natin yung ano, yung 1331 na highest elevation ng Catbalogan City. So para daw tayong magpa-pile, no, ng 11 na Vivaldi Residences. So ganun kataas. Okay, so Vivaldi Residences times 11 equals pinaka-highest elevation na ng Catbalogan City. Okay, so we're done sa area. So let's go to population. Meron silang 106,440. Pero ito nga estimated ng 2020. Kaya hindi ito accurate, no? So outdated. So dapat itong 2024 or 2023 at least, no? Para medyo mas closer. So siguro nasa ano na to, nasa mga 110 to 120,000 population na ang Catbalogan City. Okay, so konti na lang, no, para maging ano na sila, a highly urbanized city. So sabihin natin 120,000 population. So meron na lang silang bubunuing 80,000 population. So anak pa ng marami. Hindi, joke lang. Okay, so density, okay lang yung density. Hindi naman siguro sila ganun ka populated, densely, no? Populated kasi nga Iloilo City nga napakaliit ng land area nila, 8,000 hectares lang, pero ang kanilang tao ay nasa almost 500,000, but still hindi sila overcrowded, no? Kaya ganun na lang ka hayahay ang vibes, no, sa Iloilo City. Okay, so let's go to population, denonym, okay, household. So meron silang 23,107 households. Okay, economy. So, 5th city income class. Pero yun na nga, shout out natin ulit si Omay na sabi niya, outdated itong ating binasa, no? So, hindi na siya 5th city income class. Nasa 3rd income class city na itong Catbalogan City. So, congratulations. So, ibig sabihin ho nun, progressive ang syudad. Ibig sabihin nun is, sila, no? Thriving. Right? Okay, so 5th city income class 2020. So outdated. Revenue, meron silang 953 million. 2020 pa din, no? So more likely na sa billionaire city na rin sila ngayon, no? In terms of revenue. Sa assets naman, meron silang 1.5 billion. 2020 pa rin, so outdated, no? 5 years ago na nahalipas, hindi pa rin to na update. Okay, so billionaire city, Catbalogan City. Okay, meron silang service provider, Samar 2 Electric Cooperative or Samelco 2. Yun lang, no? So Waray Tagalog ang kanang lingwahe dito. So wala silang Cebuano. Merong Cebuano dialect is sa may sa may Calbayog City. Merong Waray, tapos Cebuano. Maraming mga nagsasalita ng Cebuano language or dialect sa Calbayog City. Dito sa Catbalogan wala. So in short say, pure Waray ang mga tao dito. Okay, so it's Samar's main commercial, trading, educational, financial, and political center. The city is the gateway to the region's 3 Samar provinces. Okay, Catbalogan's patron saint is Saint Bartholomew, paano siya basahin? Sorry ha. The Apostle, whose feast day is August 24. The Philippine Army's 8th Infantry Division Stormtroopers is based at Camp General Vicente Lucban, Barangay Maulong, Catbalogan City. The camp is named in honor of General Vicente Lucban, a Filipino officer in General Emilio Aguinaldo's staff during the Philippine Revolution and politico-military chief of Samar and Leyte during the Philippine-American War. Let's go to history. Catbalogan was founded in October 1596 by Spanish Jesuit priests and became the capital of the entire island of Samal. Friar Francisco de Otazo, SG, who arrived in the Philippines in 1596, founded the Catbalogan Mission and was thus the first missionary to bring the Catholic faith to the people of Catbalogan. In 1627, Catbalogan was raised to the status of residencia or residence of Central House, and among its dependencies were Paranas, where in 1629, Father Pedro Estrada actively evangelized the area, and Calbiga, where he took white rocks of gray limestones to use as building blocks for its church. The church has some arc-like stone roof that was pasted together to dry on each block, giving an arching force to the side. On October 17, 1768, Catbalogan was ceded to the Franciscans, who took over from the Jesuits. The first Franciscan parish priest was Fray Jose Fayo O.F.M., During the early days of Spanish colonization of the Philippines in the 16th century, Samar was under the jurisdiction of Cebu, but later was declared a separate province. Okay. In 1735, Samar and Leyte were united into one province with Carigara in Leyte as the capital. Oh, galing. Naging capital para si Carigara. The union, however, did not prove satisfactory. In 1768, Catbalogan became the provincial capital when Samar separated from Leyte and became an independent province. Paranas with Calbiga was then separated from Catbalogan as an independent town. In 1882, Jayabong with Mochong separated from Catbalogan as an independent town. On December 31, 1898, during the Philippine Revolution, General Vicente Locban arrived in Catbalogan and put Samar under his jurisdiction. On January 27, 1900, the Americans captured Catbalogan during the Philippine-American War, 1899 to 1902. On June 17, 1902, a provincial civil government was established on Samar Island by an act of the Philippine Commission with Julio Llorente of Cebu as the first governor of Samar. On May 24, 1942, during World War II, Japanese forces landed in Barrio Pangdan. Okay, Barrio Pangdan on an early morning and occupied the capital. On October 28, 1944, American and Filipino forces liberated Catbalogan from the Japanese. In 1948, the various of Jayabong, Jiaan, Malino, sorry ha kung hindi ko pronounce or mabasa ng maayos itong mga pangalan ng barangay, so not meant to offend po, no? So correct niyo na ako sa comment box, or pagpasensyahan niyo na ako, no? Sorry na lang in advance sa mga baka ma-offend kayo, no? So Jayabong, Jiaan or Jian, Malino, San Fernando, Kasapa, Kamurubuan, Lulugayan, Magkabitas, Paglayugan, Dugungan, Bayog, and Malubago were separated to form the municipality of Jayabong. On June 19, 1965, the Philippine Congress, along with the province's 3 congressmen, Ilajuti Balite of 1st District, Fernando R. Viloso ng 2nd District, and Felipe G. Abrigo naman ng 3rd District, approved Republic Act number 4221, dividing Samar into 3 provinces, namely Western Samar, Eastern Samar, Northern Samar, which is happened na pinakapaborito ko is itong Northern Samar. Okay, so ako'y nakatira sa Katarman, like 3 months yata, 2 months. Basta matagal, no, sa Northern Samar, Katarman, respectively. Catbalogan thus ceased to be the capital of the whole island province after enjoying the prestige of being the premier town of Samar for 197 years since 1768. On June 21, 1969, under Republic Act number 5650, Western Samar was renamed Samar, with Catbalogan remaining as the capital. The greatest calamities to occur in Catbalogan were big fires. The April 1, 1957 conflagration, considered as the most destructive one, caused damage to properties in the amount of 30 million pesos. The next was on May 19, 1969, where damage was estimated at 20 million pesos, and the more than century-old Saint Bartholomew Roman Catholic Church was razed to the ground. Paradoxically, like the proverbial phoenix, each time Catbalogan suffered under the throes of these calamities, better buildings and infrastructures emerged from the ashes. You know, so para talaga siyang phoenix pala. Cityhood, as early as 1960, Catbalogan already agitated to become a city. In 1969, Representative Fernando P. Viloso sponsored House Bill number 1867, creating Catbalogan into a city. The bill was being deliberated in the Philippine Senate, but the bliss of 1969 caused it to be shelved. Subsequent efforts were made by Catbalogan political leaders, including former Representative Catalino Figueroa, during his term to make Catbalogan's cityhood a dream a reality, despite strong and rabid opposition by the League of Cities of the Philippines, particularly Catbalogan, cities neighboring Calbayog under the administration of Mayor Mel Sinin Sarmiento. On March 15, 2007, Catbalogan finally attained its cityhood under the sponsorship of Senator Alfredo Lim, and by virtue of Republic Act No. 9391, Catbalogan was converted into a component city known as the City of Catbalogan following a unanimous vote by the Philippine Senate. Senator Manuel Villar, Jose de Venecia, Oscar Yabes, Roberto Nazarino, Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. Yun. Okay, however, Catbalogan temporarily lost its cityhood along with 15 other cities after the Supreme Court of the Philippines in a very close 65 vote granted a petition filed by the League of Cities of the Philippines and declared the cityhood law, which allowed the town to acquire its city status, unconstitutional. On December 10, 2008, Catbalogan and the other 15 cities affected filed a motion for reconsideration with the court. Okay, so itong hindi ako sure, hindi ako sigurado dito, itong sinabi dito na together with, no? And the other 15 cities affected. So baka ito yung Mati City, El Salvador City. Mati City is ang Davao Oriental, and El Salvador City is sa may El Salvador ba? Tama, El Salvador City na yung sa may unahan ng Cagayan de Oro City, Misamis or Misamis, basta doon sa may unahan ng Cagayan de Oro City papuntang Iligan. So madadaanan itong El Salvador City or Salvador City. Sorry nakalimutan ko, basta may Bador. El Salvador man yun o Salvador, basta yun. Kasi nabasa ko sa Wikipedia, na-dethrone or natanggalan sila na cityhood tapos binalik ulit, no, na-regain. Okay, so yun. Isa lang yun sa 15 cities affected filed a motion for reconsideration with the court. More than a year later, on December 22, 2009, acting on said appeal, the court reversed its earlier ruling as it ruled that at the end of the day, the passage of the amendatory law is no different from the enactment of a law, the cityhood laws specifically exempting a particular political subdivision from the criteria earlier mentioned. Congress enacting the exempting laws effectively decreased the already codified indicators. As such, the cityhood status of Catbalogan was effectively restored. On August 23, 2010, the court reinstated its ruling on November 18, 2008, causing Catbalogan and 15 cities to become regular municipalities. Finally, on February 15, 2011, Catbalogan became a city again, including the 15 municipalities, declaring the conversion to cityhood meet all legal requirements. After 6 years of legal battle, in its board resolution, the League of Cities of the Philippines acknowledged and recognized the cityhood of Catbalogan and 15 other cities. Infrastructure. Meron silang Imelda Park, Rizal Monument, the Obelisk, Step North, Regional AFP Installation, Camp Lucban, Bore Cargo Airport, Catbalogan City Diversion Road, Catbalogan Land Transport Terminal, Catbalogan Fish and Transport Port, Provincial Offices, Philippine National Police. Okay, provincial, alam natin yan. So provincial, unang basahin. Okay, Geography, Aerial View of Catbalogan. Yan, so okay na tayo dito, no? Syempre, meron silang mga Catbalogan City is politically subdivided into 57 barangays. Each barangay consists of puroks and some have sitios. Ayun na, we're done. Transportation, demographics. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng demographics? Okay, clinic and medical, education, economy. Okay, let's go to education, no? Mga eskwelahan, preparatory, primary, and intermediate school, Dorcas Dicker Center, Chinese Chamber of Commerce, kinder and primary school, no? So it's private school. Catbalogan Central Elementary School, it's public school. Samar National High School, Regional, Junior, and Senior High School. Eastern Visayas Regional Science High School, galing, meron silang Science High School. College and Universities, St. Mary's College of Catbalogan, Samar College, Samar State University, Catbalogan City Community College, Notable Catbalogan, okay? Michael Sing, wait lang. Notable Catbaloganon. So okay, ito pala yung mga sikat no ng mga mga personalities na taga Catbalogan. So si Michael Cinco, a fashion designer, kilala natin 'yan, di ba? I mean, hindi man natin kilala like ganon ka kilala, pero lagi natin naririnig na isa siya sa pinaka-iconic and sikat na fashion designer, no, sa ating mga celebrity and models. Okay, no? So, kilala nyo ba si Michael Cinco? Okay, so pangalawa si Tom Rodriguez, yung Filipino actor. Alam na natin yan, kilala natin yan, no? Sikat yan. Si Lucien Letaba, hindi ko siya kilala, pero meron dito nakalagay na Filipino musician that brought him to great heights and has earned him as a member of the National Commission of NCAA. Hindi ko siya kilala. TC Tomas, yan, ano siya, di ba parang announcer ba to? A multi-talented entertainer and made name herself as a award TV, di ba? TV host, stage, film actress and writer. Dr. Rex Bacara, di ko siya kilala. A highly accomplished individual as been awarded numerous accolades, including being named, okay, hindi ko siya kilala, sorry. Sherry Antan, ito familiar lang, parang naririnig ko lang siya, no? Current governor of the province of Samar after being elected, okay, number house, okay. Andrea Del Rosario, syempre, ano yan, idol natin yan, no? Sexy, a Filipino actress, beauty queen, model, and Andrea Del Rosario, politician na siya ngayon. She was a former member of the girl group Viva Hot Babes in the Batch 3 Star Magic. She was 4th runner-up in the Miss Philippines Earth 2001, winning a special award. Okay. Yoyong Martires, so a Filipino basketball, di ko siya kilala. Antonio Natura was a Filipino jurist who was associate justice, so di ko rin siya kilala. Okay, Winston Pineda, member of South Korea based Filipino boy band Horay. Galing. So, hindi ko kilala itong si Winston Pineda and Even Horizon, pero marami itong fandom, no? Fan base sa Pilipinas. References, yun na tayo, we're done, no? Thank you for watching. Sana ay nagustuhan ho ninyo yung palabas ho natin dito sa Catbalogan City. Alright, bye-bye, ingat.